As you're ready, Coach, maybe start off with opening thoughts on the regional and kind of what we're looking at here this weekend.
All right. Well, obviously, we're excited to be able to have the opportunity to host here in Stillwater again. Something that we don't take for granted, and something that never gets old is hearing your name called on that selection show and to see the organic, pure joy that comes out of these kids when they see that. I think it validates what you've done up to this point. And then I think it reminds you very quickly that there is a responsibility that comes along with that. Super proud of these kids, these two that are right here, because they're right here, can talk about them. It's great. Gonna miss them a ton. I don't want it to end. So that's what we're here to extend. We know this is a regional full of great people, great teams. I have a lot of respect for all these teams here. Just met the Eastern Illinois coaches and told them, as I read about them, it was easy to see right away why they're here. All they've ever done is won at every level they've been at. They've obviously got these kids playing well, and that's our focus. You know, we're familiar with Stanford, playing them twice early, and I'm a big fan of Jess and her staff. Been knowing Jess for a long time, and she's always treated me very, very well. And Princeton is a team that I don't know that we played in our time here, but like I reminded our team here, these guys are champions. They're here for a reason. They know how to win, and they will come here not scared and ready to perform. So we relish the opportunity. We can't wait to play. I know these guys probably wish it was here right now, and we were going through that. But great opportunity that lies in front of us here.
Thanks, Coach. We'll take questions from the players at this point.
Kenny, we talked about the confidence of the offense. When it comes to this postseason, do you really look at execution at the plate, look at sacrifices? Do you look at quality at bats, hitting behind runners? How important is that right now?
Well, I think that's stuff, Eric, that we talk about every day here. When we're playing our very best, we execute. And when we execute, execution usually turns into crooked numbers for this team. When we don't, there's not. It's just not. I think that's who we are. So when we execute, and we've executed with Claire Timm, Carly Godwin, Hassler, we've had them all bunt, had them all do things when we needed it. They've done it. When we don't execute, it makes it a little harder on this team. And those kind of things, like Coach Carey addressed our team at the urge of these guys yesterday, which was not in her comfort zone. But she had, I thought her words, like they always are, were really good. And she goes, just remember the teams who execute. That's why we talk to you guys about it every day. So when we get to postseason, it's just what we do and who we are. The teams who execute will play the very best.
Ruby, was Coach right when he said that you wish that it was today? Is that how you're feeling?
Yeah, I mean, my last outing wasn't what I wanted it to be, and I think if you know pitching, you know, like, if you don't pitch the way you want, you're just, like, itching to get back out there. I've been telling him and Carrie all week, I'm like, dude, I just want to, like, shove right now. Like, I want to just crush somebody. So I just want to play. I'm so excited to play tomorrow. It can't come fast enough, but also, like, it's been important this week that we stay where we're at and continue to prepare for what's ahead, not getting ahead of ourselves. But, yeah, I'm excited.
For both players, Kenny mentioned you obviously don't want it to end. Did it feel any different going into this, knowing it's your last one? Does it feel any type of way whenever you heard your name called on Sunday?
I don't think it felt any different. There's just so much excitement around, like, getting your name called. I think we had talked about kind of where we were going to sit in the picks, but you never really know when you're going to get called. So it's just a lot of excitement, but it doesn't feel any different that this is our last one, I don't think.
I'm a little emotional about it, but I'm trying to, like, not think about it. Just trying to, like, take it game by game, and it's only going to end as soon as, like, we earn that. So, yeah, if we want to keep extending it, we just got to play well. So, yeah, just trying to play well. It's super, like, bittersweet. But it's exciting. I mean, that moment was super cool. We had a lot of family and friends there when our name got called. So that was kind of surreal. Me personally transferring in, I haven't been able to play at home in the postseason since my freshman year. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty exciting.
Claire, along those lines, you've been through a regional here and you've been through one on the road. Does it make you appreciate the opportunity to be at home this week?
Oh, definitely. I think any time we get to play in Stillwater, it's a blessing, but it's a game changer in the postseason. I think that my first 2 years here, I got 2 regionals and 2 supers here, and that was, the best thing. It really made the biggest difference because your home crowd, home advantage, so it was the best. But so we're excited to do it again.
Claire, how do you feel about the Timm Reaper nickname? Yeah, has it changed as it's stuck? Has it changed how you thought about it at all? What did you
Not
think about
really.
it when you first knew?
Every time Serge puts it on, like any sort of media, I'm like, oh, okay, here we go again. But yeah, I've kind of gotten used to it. Not my favorite, but I think other people like it, so I just kind of take it.
I'm going to guess you probably didn't hit leadoff much in your career coming up in travel ball or anything. Has that impacted you at all? Does it change your approach at the plate? Any of that kind of stuff?
It's kind of a challenge for me. We talked about this a couple weeks ago because when I watching softball and playing in softball, like I think swinging at the very first pitch is like a forbidden thing. Like it doesn't happen very often. So I just kind of try to set the table for my teammates, and that's something that I never have had to do, but it's been challenging for me, but I think I've gotten kind of used to it at this point. So.
And you get a lot of players, offensive players that probably get 3, 4, 5 all their lives. How do you get them to settle into roles in lineups?
Well, I don't want them to ever settle if it's not something that they don't want personally, but I want them to embrace whatever their role is. And so I think that's something that we've always tried to really do here, like what's best for our team. And we felt like what was best for our team with Claire, I don't know if that's, just using her as an example, I felt like this team was just lacking that person that had some patience. It's like, and what Claire said is true. Like I don't actually want somebody just going and hacking at the first pitch unless it's the pitch they're looking for and they're on time to hit it. So we've told her like, hey, just keep your same mentality. You're just hitting first, and it's really probably only going to be first the first time of the game. You're only the lead off here, and I think she's embraced that so well. But look, this year's been the most unique year in my time here, my 11 years here. I think that when I look at our lineup and I look at Amanda Hassler, I don't think she's probably hit fifth a whole lot in her time. But we've had her hitting fifth. It just seemed like it's fit her well. When we look at statistics and analytics and all that kind of stuff, she seems to do well in that spot. And so we've looked at that type of stuff. Carly's not hitting for the best average currently in the 2-hole, but she's getting on base at a crazy rate and scoring a ton of runs. Even though she was hovering around the 300 mark. And so we just looked at things and just kind of I just talked to them. I try to talk to them all before it happened. Say, hey, this is what we're thinking about doing. Just so you know, don't freak out when you see your name in the lineup and did this spot here. And I think it's just, if you're open, I think when these kids don't like is when they're shocked. They're surprised. So let's just have the hard talk. And whatever, if it's hard, you're in the lineup, so I don't know how hard it is, but I was never as good as them. So I never had these problems, you know what I mean? But I look at them as high class problems and just getting these guys to buy into the team, the Cowgirl way. And when we have people that do that, I don't think it's really that tough.
Ruby, you alluded to it, had your awesome outing against Utah, the Big 12 tournament, the next one. Arizona State got you early. But if coach is going to call your number and have you go in the circle for multiple days here in this regional and for you guys to get to a super regional, is that something that you embrace? And what do you think you took from that, saying, yeah, I know I'm pretty dang good, but I also got to bring it every day. How's your mentality going to change in this regional?
Yeah, I didn't go out there prepared. I didn't like the way I warmed up that day. I didn't like my mentality on the mound. I didn't like the way I reacted to a hit by pitch, throwing a pitch I didn't want to throw. I just regret a lot about that performance, but like it's kind of fueling me to go into this postseason and just be what I need to be for this program. It's hard. Like, I've been asked to do a lot this year, and it's been hard, but like these guys make it so easy. It's like they want me out there, and like it just makes it like so easy to go out there and just compete for them. And even if I don't have my best day, like I know that they're going to pick me up. And there's been a lot of games where I haven't had my best stuff and we've still had the privilege of winning because they go out there and compete. And all I have to do is throw up zeros for them. So this has been like a really hard year for me, but also like the most joyful year. Because I'm like becoming who I want to become with everything, all the challenges and all of these things. So sorry, that was kind of like off topic, but yeah, I mean, knowing that our season's on the line, like I want the ball and I want to be out there, and that's fueling me. Like it's easy.
Claire,
Were you among the ones urging Carrie to talk, or?
Oh yeah. She's so like, Carrie's just like, she's quiet, she's kind of awkward, and then our team loves her. Like she loves this place and she loves our people, and I don't know why Coach G wasn't out there yet or something. I was like, Carrie, you gonna give us our pregame talk? Because normally he gives us like, it could be a 2-minute speech or it could be a 20-minute speech. It's whatever he's feeling. And I was like, Carrie, you gonna talk to us today? And she like kind of like puts her head down. I was like, no, come on. And then everyone starts chanting Carrie's name. So then he said,
I said, we're not going to practice until you talk. So you might as well talk. So it was good.
Last year, obviously, you guys are used to going to the World Series, so not getting out of that regional, no one's at home. This, I know, different team, different time, but in your head, Cowgirl way around here, as Coach says, is, wants to win the last one.
Yeah.
So is last year coming up, not even making it to a super fool you at all, or is this kind of like, no, this is a brand new slate, wipe it out of there?
Yeah, brand new slate. Last year was hard, I think, on a lot of us, but I think everything's changed. I don't think that's like a thought in our minds at this point. Like nobody's thinking about last year. We're just taking it day by day and thinking about what's right in front of us. So that's not really a thought.
we talked about execution with Kenny a second ago. What's it like celebrating a sack bunt or moving a runner over, just offensive wise?
Yeah, I think it's so important. We talk about like celebrating the little things, and we just enjoy every minute that if we get a sack bunt, we try to celebrate at the front of the dugout and make sure that's seen and known that that is a big thing, because the little things in the postseason are what like change the game.
Where do you feel like you guys are offensively heading into this NCAA postseason, Claire?
Good. We, at the end of our practice just now, we kind of just talked about trusting our preparation. We're extremely prepared for this moment. Our coaches have done a great job of putting us in this position, and I think we've done a good job of trusting our preparation up until this point. So we're just going into it and trusting what we can do.
Beneficial all to have seen Stanford, if it does come down to that in a couple days or whatever. That beneficial to you guys at all?
Yeah, I mean, we have a couple teams to get through before then. So I would say that helps, but we do have Eastern Illinois.
Kenny, health-wise, where are you guys at, especially Tia in particular? How's she doing going into this?
Yeah, I think good. She's practiced this whole week. I know she was pretty pissed at me that I didn't let her play over the weekend, but I didn't think the Big 12 was that big of a deal for her to take a chance to lose her season. So sometimes you have to make adult decisions. And I know it's hard on people and their egos and things like that, especially people around your circle. So, but I plan on being the coach here for a long time. And I want to do things that represent the fact that we care about these kids, right? And obliques are not friendly. They can destroy a season fast. They linger for a long time if you don't let them heal. It wasn't a total pull and tear. It was a tweak. And so our doctors, our trainer, our strength coach all just approached me and said, you're taking a big risk if she plays. Big risk. Like if she does one wrong move, like her season is over. And so I just like, it's not even a hard choice. These games don't matter. We're going to host. I thought we had already lost out on any outside chance of being a top 8. So I didn't think there was anything to risk there. And so we sat her down. She's had some good days of practice. I don't know if she's 100% or not. She looks like she's feeling good. I've talked to her. She kind of gives me that, So I'm like, okay. So it's just on her now, So we've got some really tough things to work through. We've got Hoffman, who's swinging the hottest bat on this team, production-wise. So I got to figure out kind of how to do that. Gave Hoff a chance to kind of see if she could keep going, and she did. So like it's creating some issues here, which are good issues. That's why I don't sleep at night when you're thinking about this kind of stuff. But it's what you dream about as a coach, is having depth. And it's taken us 11 years to have depth, like where we have real depth. Like we have some hitters, like Jaden Jones is starting to swing the bat again. Montgomery Henderson's a freshman who's given us great at-bats every time she gets a chance. Hoff has been doing the same thing. So it's just like, how do you get these guys in there? And just got to find ways, keep challenging them and keep having great competition amongst our offense. And it's been really cool to have. So I think she's good. I think Audrey looks pretty good. We've given her some time off. Rube's had a couple of days off this week, threw early, took Tuesday and Wednesday off, then threw a really good bullpen here today. So I think every team here is banged up. So I don't probably know nobody wants to hear about it, but I think we're in a good spot.
We've asked you.
A couple questions here.
We've asked you all year about keeping Ruby fresh and stuff like that, and it doesn't sound like she's wanting to give the ball up. Just how do you sort of handle the pitching rotation going into this weekend?
We'll do everything that we can to win the first game. And then I'll talk to you about it after that first game, because I don't know, right? I mean, that's how I feel. And I know I tell you guys that, and there's a good chance it'll be Ruby in the next game. But I'll just see how the first game goes, and then we'll talk about it as a staff and make that decision then. But I think we all know who our ace is, and I want to save every bullet that I can out of her. So I'm not planning on being here just this week. I'm planning on being here next week and the week after. So this is how we've managed this the whole time. And it's constant communication with Ruby and making sure that she's recovering and has the tools. And I think she's very mature with her work and her preparation and her dedication to this craft. It's turned into a craft for her. She came here as a pitcher, and she's starting to become like an artist at this. And it's still not there yet. It's still got some time. I've been saying this whole year. It's still 3 to 5 years away from her prime. And we have a great player in the back of this room here that I think would tell you the same thing. As you get older and you start figuring some things out, you start going, oh, wish I knew this in college. You know what I mean? And that's coming for her. So I'm just glad that we played a small part of it. And been able to enjoy this journey.
Claire and Ruby, this is your senior year, your last go around. As you guys are entering your last postseason, how are you entering this arena? What are you wanting to impart on the program, your legacy? How are you guys feeling? How are you taking this last couple of weeks?
I mean, Ruby talked about it earlier, and she got a little emotional about it. I will be sad when it's over, but for now, I'm just trying to treat it like just as important as it is, not make it anything bigger. I want to compete, and the biggest thing is I want to do it for my teammates, and I just want to fight till it's over. So
Yeah, he's done a great job of setting the standard here of like competing for national championships, and like Claire talked about it a little bit ago, but last season was just like sad, just hard. Like there wasn't a lot of good days. There were good moments, but like it was just challenging, I think, for everyone in the building. So this year's been like so much fun and so much better, and I'm like, it's like bittersweet. Like I'm so like happy with my career and my 2 years here and the people I've gained. But it's also like, it's freaking sad. Like I'm not ready to be done. And so that's what's exciting. We don't have to be done for another month. But I was really hoping I get a 5th year. But I'm excited for my future. Get to get married and play pro ball, so I'm excited. Like there's a lot of good things coming, but I can see myself, like I think Brayden and I will live in Stillwater probably for a lot of our lives, so I'm excited. He's not getting rid of me.
Yeah.
I'll be here a lot.
That feels like a great note to end on. I appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.